Hey guys, I don't know if y'all have heard this or not, but we have started a brand new series called the Primos Truth web series. It's available on our website, and if y'all haven't seen it yet, go check it out. We've got turkey hunts on there from last spring, and we're fitting to start putting new episodes on there for this fall. So y'all go check it out at primos.com.
We have slipped up in here to what we call the bucket patch. We got a blind on that end, but with the wind that we have, which is going to be west-southwest this afternoon, it's going to be blowing like this, that blind does us no good. Instead of pulling that blind and the deer walking out going, where did that thing go that's been there? We're going to leave it there so when they walk out, they're comfortable with it. We're going to put another one right here and hunt this on a southwest wind and come in from here. And that west wind's coming from that way, but when it comes through this timber and hits these trees, it starts to circle. And we've struggled in this food plot, but I feel like today, being able to back off as far as we can and leaving everything like it is, but bringing a new setup, I got a feeling something good is going to happen.
Me and Lake, I think, have found the best spot on Cottonmouth. We talk about some deer camp stuff and that, and we finna be hush mouth over this deal. Come look right here. So what we got, you look at these trees, only trees that still have some orange and green leaves on them, they're nut-alls or striped oaks, I call them. They typically fall late, December, even on into January. And I think these are just now getting started. Some of these trees are loaded. Now last year, Lake and I had a ground blind right against that slough over there, and we shot a real nice buck in January. Where he came from, he just showed up, came out of nowhere. And the one that came up right there before we snuck out of there, he definitely met all the rules, plus a little bonus action going on. And had an even bigger buck come in, but I didn't have no tags left. So these trees didn't have the acorns last year, those did. Now, those don't have any, but these do. So we moved the ladder stand right over there, and we can come in. This will be a south wind set for us, so I don't think we're gonna have the right wind to hunt it this week, so maybe next week before we can get back in here to hunt. But these acorns are everywhere. This is the most sign in 4 years I've seen in one spot at Cottonmouth. You know what, Lake? One thing me and you gotta do. Of course, we're all honest people that do what we say, but sometimes you just don't tell everything you know, right? Keep it hush, hush. I mean, if we don't tell it, we're not lying about it. That's right. So, this is a serious deal right here. Like, I'm fired up.
Hello, I'm Will with Primos. All these hunts are exactly as they happen. There's no fancy edits, there's no stage scenes. The calling you're going to hear is excited calling, but all these hunts are as they actually happen, and that's why we call it the truth about hunting.
When the truth began in 1987, we had no idea where this journey would take us. 30 years later, we're still having fun. Welcome to Primos Truth About Hunting.
Primos Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage, Federal, Matthews Archery, Camelback, Mossy Oak, Polaris, and Primos Hunting. Speak the language.
Where you going, man?
I'm going fishing.
You going ground blind or tree stand?
What, you got two trigger sticks?
Yep.
You got two guns?
I got this trigger stick right here to shoot off of, and I got this one. Your cousin Will said I can have my way with you.
Well, whatever Will.
But since I'm a nice guy, I'm gonna let Brad do it.
Whatever Will says.
If I'm gonna fight with Jimmy, it ain't gonna be with no trigger stick. It's gonna be with some firepower, because I know he got one close.
You can't run away from him, because he'll sure shoot you. Hey, don't lean on my buggy. Get off.
I think, Troy, that this is my buggy.
No,
You see
sir.
whose stuff is in there?
Whose stuff where?
You see who's, you see. What you doing with my stuff? Where's my stuff?
You've been
Don't
standing there.
mess with my
You've been
stuff.
standing there the whole time running your gums, and I done got my buggy. I'll see you later, Jimbo.
You got my gun too?
I ain't got none of your stuff. How
Come
did
on,
I
who
do
got
that?
my
You was here
stuff?
before me, Jimmy.
Let's go hunt. Come on.
I'm going hunting. See you later.
You ever have that feeling and you feel like that you've got into your setup unheard, unseen, and unsmelled? That's a great feeling, ain't it? That's the feeling that I got this afternoon. I feel like the only person, the only thing that knows that we're in here is God. And that's a good feeling. 3 days ago, the last pictures we have was of 2 of the 5 bucks that were coming in here early season, and they've been in here at 4:30. It's funny, I'm sitting here looking at our other blind over there, which is in a great spot, but the wind is blowing directly from that blind to here, and this wind just gets in here and swirls. But where we're at right now, the wind's blowing like this. We got the ozonics behind us, taking care of anything that goes behind us. The river's a quarter of a mile behind us, straight behind us. So I feel like for this afternoon we've done everything right. It's up to the deer now. So
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Hide Spot Quivers, Black Gold, and Ripcord. This afternoon, the 3 amigos are in the woods here at Cottonmouth. Old Jimbo's in the cottonwood patch blind, and boy, do they see some deer, but nothing old enough to shoot.
Not much going on down here this afternoon, Uncle.
Brad spends the evening in a spot we call Dave's and has a big 8-point coming in at dark. But not enough light by the time he makes it to it.
Looks like we got a 4.5. He's kind of where you can just see half his body right now, but he's right in that corner. He's still got light.
I'm running out fast. I don't think he's gonna make it in time.
The wind has switched around out of the south, so Troy and cameraman Toby Smith have come to the bucket patch midday and set up a double bull on the opposite end of the food plot. They brush it in good, so they're ready when they come back for the afternoon hunt.
3 days ago, the last pictures we have was of 2 of the 5 bucks that were coming in here early season, and they've been in here at 4:30. It's funny, I'm sitting here looking at our other blind over there, which is in a great spot, but the wind is blowing directly from that blind to here, and this wind just gets in here and swirls. But where we're at right now, the wind's blowing like this. We got the ozonics behind us, taking care of anything that goes behind us. The river's a quarter of a mile behind us, straight behind us. So I feel like for this afternoon we've done everything right. It's up to the deer now. So I've been excited all season, but I am excited about getting in here. It's gonna be fun, man. That's that 2-year-old we got pictures of. He's gonna be a good. Dang, he's fine for a 2-year-old. Walking straight to the persimmon tree. They're tearing this field up. But what's amazing to me is how they have mowed this field down in the last 10 days. It's pretty good. He's hooking that limb. That fella right there is gonna stand right there. He'll spend the evening right there. Left, Troy, left. Big buck coming out. 8-point. Yeah, that's him. Big 8. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. from me. He's facing away from me. I gotta wait till he turns, bub. He just stopped. Looking back. You all right? Can you shoot him? Not yet. How about now? There we go, right there. Got him, yeah. You make it out of the field? Yeah. Did I hit him? Yeah. Oh, that's the buck we came here after. That's the buck we came here after. The big 8. And the funny thing is, when we came in here, and I moved the blind, I showed Toby one of the biggest trails in here, and we never had a single deer come out of that trail. And I even told Toby, I said, I don't think they're going to show up. It's kind of late. Those deer are usually here a little bit earlier. And Toby says, big deer right there to the left. And he walks out of that trail at 50 yards and starts walking straight away from us. Oh, he normally comes out over there. You never know. That's why you play it safe and back away. Oh, man. Toby, thank you for seeing him, buddy. I was actually watching this deer over here. He's 5, 6 years old. He's just huge.
Whoa. I don't care if I was in Canada, in the West, in the Midwest.
I'd go anywhere to shoot that deer.
That deer's a shoot. That's a 150-inch so 8 point probably.
Yep.
Gross.
That's what I figured.
We saw altogether, counting him, 9 bucks and 4 does.
Wow.
And this is a quartering away shot, so he
was
it
quartering
ain't no
hard.
gunshot.
He walked out and was walking straight away from me. And Toby goes, big buck, big buck. Well, immediately I just looked right out in the field. I'm like, where? And he walks right in front of me. I was like, holy crap.
Which way did he come from?
Right from the
river?
You know that main trail right here? The one that comes out right on the other side of those little persimmon trees?
Yep.
He walked out by himself.
You know, the good thing about this, you ain't got to tell us about it, because we get to watch it.
Yeah, you get to watch it.
That is so, Troy, that is fine, fine, fine. We had a great hunt too. I had a shooter 8 point come in, and he was working his way in. There was some does in front of us and spikes, and by the time he got in the field, it was
all right, man.
Let's
get him.
Good job, T-Man.
Thank y'all, man, so much for being here and all the hard work that everybody does. Jordan, Lake, everybody. I would say I'm glad I wish Wilbur was here, but I know if I did, Jimmy's going to say, I'm glad he's not here.
Wilbur who?
Wilbur, your cousin, that Primos guy.
Want a sandwich before you go?
No, I ain't got time for that. I gotta go.
You and Jesse, huh?
Yep, I'm gonna find out having a little boy or a little girl.
First baby.
First baby.
And you gonna learn how to change them poo-poo diapers?
Nope.
Yeah, you say that.
Jimmy.
I didn't do it.
He always, whenever he
Look, I walked in here this morning, hit my head smooth on this one because he left it open.
That's because when he gets done with something, it's laying there.
Well, and now you leaving. Do I have to film him this afternoon?
No, Ben's coming in.
Yes.
If I'd have wanted to be fussed at, I'd have stayed home.
Don't point that knife at me.
Ben's coming in, and Toby's gonna stay with you, and handing him off somebody else.
You had enough, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, I'll be back
So,
tonight.
you
Let us
coming
know
back
what you
tonight?
want.
Pink or blue, we don't know yet.
I don't know. Find out tonight.
So how you just gonna surprise us when you get back?
I'm gonna walk in and say, hey, I'm having a baby.
Oh, we know that part.
It's a boy or it's a girl.
You're gonna take all the credit, aren't you?
I really hope you have a girl, because Lord knows we don't need another you running around.
All right,
Well, be careful.
What time was their appointment?
2:30, 2 o'clock.
Reckon he gonna have a baby boy or a baby girl? I'm thinking baby boy.
God, I hope we don't have a baby war, because you imagine 2 of them like that running around?
Another lake running
I just hope it takes after Jesse, not Jordan, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Where you going hunting?
I think we're going down to the grass patch.
I was going there.
No, you going to Will's patch. I know where you're going. Why you want to cause trouble? Why you just want to start a fuss for nothing?
Because your cousin paid me to.
Yeah, well.
Wilbur's not here, so somebody's got to get Jimmy riled up a little bit.
You going to Dave's?
It don't take much, yeah. But we're going to go back where we were yesterday, Lake and I.
That deer that was there, that's the one that Flat's been hanging with. Okay. And I know you like me, it's going to be hard to let that deer walk
I ain't
out.
gonna let him go. If he comes out, pop-boom.
I love it, Brad's going to kill him.
Yeah, well, let's go. We ain't going to kill nothing here.
All right, y'all get him, boys.
All right, good luck.
Got a text yet from old Jordan to see what his first little baby is going to be, a boy or a girl. And knowing him and Jesse, I don't think they really have a preference on boy or girl, as long as they have a healthy baby. Toby and I slipped over here into what we call Willie's patch. We needed a south wind and we got it today. It's actually pretty warm, I don't know if you can tell. But when it warms up around here and we tend to hunt in blinds, it seems like we have an invasion of the ladybugs, and there is ladybugs everywhere. But our hopes are the river's going down, and normally these woods behind us are flooded, and the woods on the north side of this timber is flooded. But some of that water has backed up. Still got a lot of deer pushed up in here. We're just hoping to see something out in this food plot this afternoon.
For all models of the Generation 3 trigger stick, as seen on The Truth, visit primos.com. This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and Ceasefire. Even though the temperature's warmed up a little, it's still a beautiful bluebird food plot kind of day here at Cottonmouth. Brad doesn't see a deer till right before dark, when a few does and young bucks come out to feed. But he never sees the buck he's after. Jimmy's on one of our bigger takeout plots, and boy does he have some action. There are plenty of does, yearlings, and young bucks all over the field all afternoon. But as the sun sets, Jimmy's out of time to see a big one. Troy is our last hope this evening, and he's sitting on Willie's patch, named for yours truly. And they have deer in and out all evening. And right before dark, cameraman Toby spots something that needs a closer look.
Small buck coming out to the right, Troy. I see it. But look behind him. Bigger buck. Coming out behind us, buddy. Oh, yeah. We're shooting that deer. That's a big old stuff. He's got to clear all them other deer. I'm on him. He's gonna be in the open in a minute. I have to keep beating this way. That dude's a tank. Look at his chest. He's big for sure. Right, Troy. Anywhere in there. Okay. You ready? Yeah. back. I think he's down. Dang, what a tank. Toby and I were sitting here and Toby says, I see a buck coming through the timber. I looked in there and saw that little small deer. And I just immediately looked behind him because I lost my interest on him. And I seen this deer coming behind him, and Toby and I both said, it's a big body deer, just ain't got no rack. And when he walked out, there was no doubt that deer's 5, 6 years old. Got a little bitty butt, as we call it, just a little old rear end. Just like us old men, when we get old, we lose our butt. We get a big old belly, big old shoulders. Man, we 2 for 2, Tobe. I like being in my home state, shooting me some of them Louisiana bucks.
That's a good one, man. Look at the neck on that rice.
How much you weigh?
245.
That's
Any bigger than that?
Mm-hmm. 270.
Look at the neck on him compared to the one I shot yesterday.
Well, obviously, I mean, the one you shot yesterday.
He's old deer, ain't he?
Big,
Is
too.
he old?
That's good. He come out right in front of you?
Saw him coming through the woods, and there was a little small buck in front of him. We saw the small buck first, and I started looking behind him, and I saw him coming, and I could see his neck. And when I really knew how big he was, when he turned and faced me, and I could look down his body.
He's one of the ones walking. He looked like
That's exactly how he looked. I told Toby, I said he looks like a hippo.
Congrats.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't know how we got him in that buggy.
Well, let's see what he weighs. You got me wondering now. See if I'm that far off. He's thick now. I'm talking about dead on 250.
That's what I figured. I said that's a 250-pound deer if I ever saw one.
That's the heaviest one so far.